We all know that old clothes are our family have things. A lot of times we throw away because we do not know what channels to sell, don't know how to recycle effectively. In fact, there are two ways to make money from recycling old clothes: export and reprocessing. Reprocessing is mainly to crush the old clothes and then processed into recycled cotton, or made of car sound insulation cotton, greenhouse insulation quilt, felt, wipe cloth and other products. To achieve the recycling of resources, the export is mainly to Africa and Southeast Asia, where the textile industry is not particularly developed, so the market is large. So how can we achieve the standard of used clothes recycling factory to maximize the profit? This uses our old clothes sorting technology. No sorting unified goods sold to 1,500 to 2,000 yuan a ton, and sorted goods can sell to 4,000 to 5,000 yuan a ton. So in the long run, want to make a lot of money, you must be able to sort. So what is the unified goods? How do you sort old clothes? What are the categories? Let's learn together. First, unified goods. Gradle and uniformly priced goods, just as its name implies, is to receive the goods. Is we the door from the client's side without any sorting goods. Spring, summer, autumn and winter clothes, shoes, hats are in the block. Is one of the lowest selling price goods. Gradle and uniformly priced goods are of variable quality, have a good quality brand. There are some common things, but closed Gradle and uniformly priced goods will also hold the most basic, not dirty, not broken, and the proportion of summer clothes received from the unified goods should not be less than 30%. I will focus on the following. If the proportion of summer clothes when receiving the goods is less than 30%, that is about to consider whether the consignment have been making the goods. That is, the others good summer and fine clothes are to remove the rest of the goods, so say to sell. Direct selling Gradle and uniformly priced goods. Don't let them pick Gradle and uniformly priced goods. If you want to sell high quality goods, sorting out value of the selling price, the value of the remaining load to sell to professional recycling black material. Recycling plant can. Special attention beginning novice to try not to reap cleaning the school dormitory, sanitation workers picking up trash, junkyard, village elderly men and idle their cargo, because just began to do not see. Their goods are basically 90% hand goods, because they care about is interest. Who gave money to sell high? To make money. For the first, therefore, we must start from the ordinary users in the community. Run and practice more, although the amount is not too large sometimes. But their clothes are the highest quality, but also the most sticky. As long as he sold used clothes once, he will always be your customer. Second, summer clothes. Summer clothing is a major part of the used clothes recycling industry. It is also the largest category exported to foreign countries and the most profitable category. Common summer clothes are all kinds of short-sleeve tee, short pants, men and women's pants, casual pants, jeans, big shorts, long and short-sleeve shirt, yarn top and yarn dress, and so on. In addition, women with sponge underwear and slip material pajamas. There are internet sportswear. Sports vest also belong to summer clothes. Special attention: long sleeve shirt, warm pants and a warm coat, pilling pale yellow clothes, pajamas, flares, and so on is not summer, which belong to the black material. We do not go as far as possible, because the price is very cheap, and the old people's clothes. Cotton trousers that home do, cotton padded jacket, and infants and young children also try not to accept, who also belong to the black material. White summer clothes as far as possible into the white classification, because white will generally be yellow, numb, or difficult to remove oil and other problems. The recycling plant in the collection of clothes will also focus on spot check white clothes, pants, knees, pants. Attention should be paid to jeans in particular, if the holes as a style of jeans can be accepted. Third, down. Jacket down is generally divided into goose down and duck down according to source and white down and gray down according to color. Comparatively speaking, goose down is better than duck down. In terms of color, white velvet is more popular than gray velvet because it is white and can be used on light, colored fabrics without passing through. Down jacket is the existence of the industry special. Don't need to see the appearance. Weather can be good, bad, because the manufacturer is the inside of the eider down. Different manufacturers for the requirement of down jacket is different. Some manufacturer only accept high-quality fine feather, like a dandelion that is light and soft hairs. Some manufacturer at the time of the inspection will be every down jacket with a pen, knife slit, check down. Some manufacturers require a few lower. There is wool terrier inside down jacket, even wool piece also goes. Different quality price is different. The characteristic of down jacket is that the quantity is relatively small. It is good to have 5 pieces in 100 cat IES of uniform goods, and the price of down jacket will fluctuate. But it is not big. The recovery price of down jacket on the market is 30,000 35,000 a ton. Here we should pay special attention to down jacket and cotton padded jacket are easy to confuse. Ordinary people cannot distinguish. I now teach you how to identify them. First of all, down jacket is very light, and its fabric is to wrap up down to prevent running down. So it needs to separate down. So most of the style of down jacket is with a line, or a grid, like tires. The second judgment method is to use the thumb and index finger to rub it. If there's a fine sense of particles or friction resistance is very large, that is down jacket. If it feels like a piece of smooth and small friction resistance, that is cotton padded jacket. Recycling down jackets is very profitable, much higher than summer clothes. So we must be careful when recycling. Fourth, wool sweaters. We've all worn sweaters. But what about wool sweaters? Woolen sweater, as its name implies, is a sweater woven with wool, divided into coarse wool and fine wool. Some manufacturers will collect sweaters. This kind of recycling is better for beginners, because the sorting of wool sweaters requires a lot of effort. So how do we choose wool sweaters? First of all, wool sweaters are not too fancy. The color is relatively simple. The simplest way is to burn thread with a lighter on the line, and then smell the smell of burned hair, eyebrows, beard. If there is a wool sweater, if it is the kind of smell like burned plastic, that is cotton. Of course, you can rub it by hand. If it turns into powder, it's wool. If it doesn't, it's cotton. Fifth, footwear. Shoes are also an important part of the used clothes recycling industry, but also a major category of exports. You see many kinds of shoes in the market. So which can be recycled? Which cannot be recycled? The most basic is not peeling, deguming, open line, broken bottom. More cannot have besmirch and oil stains. Recyclable shoes are mainly sports shoes, leather shoes, leisure board shoes, travel shoes, men and women's sandals, slippers, canvas shoes. Non-recyclable shoes include high heels, heel lifts, fleece shoes, boots and white cloth sneakers. Special note: the shoes must be recycled in pairs, not individually, as they are destined for export to Africa and Southeast Asia, not for reprocessing. No. 6. Bags. Bags are also an important category in the used clothes industry, especially girls' bags. Now, a girl can change more than 10 bags in a year, so the stock market is particularly large. Bags are also exported to African and Southeast Asian countries. So what kind of bag can I take in and what kind can't I take in? The most basic is not peeling, not fading, not dropping. Zipper is not bad. We have a look in detail. Recyclable bags: student backpacks, double backpacks, women's bags, men's backpacks, men's and women's handbags, non-recyclable bags, purses, leather totes, fabric totes, fanny packs. 7th, winter clothing. As the name implies, winter clothing is the clothes we wear in winter, which generally include down jacket, coat with wool and down, thermal underwear with down, thermal underwear, cotton padded jacket, sweater and so on. Which winter clothes can't be recycled? Including old people and children's winter clothes. And homemade cotton padded jacket cotton pants. But with velvet cotton pants. Military training work cotton padded clothes. Thicker suits and so on, these cannot be recycled. The rest of the winter clothing can be recycled. Winter down clothing can be as a key collection. Because the highest profit. 7th, slippery cotton sliding continuous you may not have heard of. In fact, cotton is the pillow cotton. Cloth dolls and some of the filler is its quilt. Feels as slippery. Must pay attention to and the feather. The distinguish method here in addition to burn. There is also a skill down pressure is quickly rebound if you continue with the hand. Will you hold the puffed up again? The sliding cotton is not on that piece. So pay attention to this one. The current purchase price of slippery cotton's recycling plant is 3,500 tons. 8th, cotton silk cotton, as we all know, is in the hometown of the kind of cotton. A lot of made quilts. Now in the countryside this kind of cotton is still popular. Who married? The man's family will do 10 quilts as a wedding gift. But in the city cotton quilt appears to be particularly scarce. Because everyone is covered in the supermarket to buy the silk quilt. In the construction site and factory workers are generally covered with black quilts. Because the price is very cheap. Quilt, pillow, mattress together only need 20 yuan. So how should we distinguish them? Let's see. First of all, silk is known to be slippery and soft as soon as you touch it. But cotton quilt, silk cotton quilt, black cotton you can see. Silk cotton quilt, although white but slightly gray color. Hair some black. Not so bright. Cotton is generally slightly yellow a few. Not the sort of snow white. And touch not smooth. Even rub a little friction resistance. Black cotton is a kind of fibrous wadding made from scraps of old clothes and then made into quilts. Special note, cotton and silk flosses can all be recycled. Manufacturer of recycling price is in 3,500 to 4,000 yuan a ton. But there are individual manufacturers need a quilt to break up. As long as the inside of the cotton and silk, it should pay attention to. Because the quilt is more effort. And some recycling plant do not need to dismantle the quilt. Say hello to Advanced Local Recycling Plant. Black heart cotton don't accept. No one wants. So the quilts in the factory are not recommended to close. No. 9, woolen collar sliver. A lot of people don't know about the fur collar fur sliver. In fact, it is our winter clothes on the fur collar and hat decoration. Tension must be real fur. How to identify the real fur? On the one hand, touch to see how serious the hair is not serious. If the hair is particularly serious, that basically judgment is not real hair. If it feels especially smooth and not to lose hair, that is real hair. The specific operation is more by experience. More than a few natural will know. The manufacturer of wool sliver recycling price is 17 yuan. The big is 70 to 80 yuan. Wool sliver recycling price 5 to 7 yuan. 10th, zippers in the recycling industry of old clothes. The benefits of zippers are no less than down jackets. Because zippers are precious metals, which contain a lot of copper and zinc. So it is relatively expensive. At present, the recycling price of zippers is basically 20,000–40,000 yuan per ton. But friends who just started to do it suggest not to remove zippers. Because it takes time. And the cloth cut from the top sometimes does not meet the manufacturer's requirements. Okay. Sorting the entire contents of the above is the old clothes. Thank you for your support and trust. In fact, any industry is 28 rules. Some money, some not make money. But as long as you stick to look for a business, put it through clear. To do any business can make money. Hope all my friends just begin to do old clothes industry. Don't rush. Don't give up when you encounter a little difficulty. Haste makes waste. Now do anything slow is fast. I hope we can earn the first bucket of gold in life in the used clothes recycling industry.